You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here. Word. Today we are going to be covering over Suicune Ludicolo. Yep, the deck that won the Chill TCG, almost 500 players in that event. Gabriel Samedo, shout out to their list. The list is in the description, by the way, so if you want to copy and paste that into PTCGO, look at it, try to acquire the cards while you listen to this video. That's totally awesome. While you're there, check out some of my sponsors like the Shuffle Squad, PTCGO Zone, all that great stuff would really help me out a lot as a content creator. While you're there, give this video a like, a thumbs up if you like the content. Subscribe to the channel. We just passed 5,600. Getting to 6,000 would be awesome. Thank you so much for everyone for all the support lately. And let me know in the comments below if you like this deck. This deck's all about going hard with Suicune V, with that Blizzard Rondo, getting things set up with Inteleon, and when you need a little bit of extra damage, Ludicolo can come down with Enthusiastic Dance. So the deck overall, super awesome. Won like a 500 player event already, and I think it's just really cool. Let's check out this deck list and see what's going on. So looking at this list from Gabriel Samedo, there's a lot going on. So let's break it down by starting off with Suicune V, the newest card that we have in this deck. Suicune V has an awesome ability, Fleet-Footed, that allows you to draw a card while this Pokemon is in the active spot. It allows you to get an extra draw, and while it's not a lot, it does add up over the course of the game. Think about all those times where you're one card short in a game. Fleet-Footed could be that card. The main reason why we're playing this card is because of Blizzard Rondo, doing 20 damage plus 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, all of them, both yours and your opponent's. So on a normal board state where both players have a filled up bench 5 and 5, this attack does 20 plus 100, so 220 damage. You can accelerate that damage with Ludicolo's Enthusiastic Dance. There's a slim 2-1-2 line of Ludicolo, but when you evolve into Ludicolo, you can do 100 more damage. You can evolve with either evolving from Lombre, which Lombre also has the bonus of using top entry, so if you draw it from your top of your deck, you could play it down without evolving or anything else like that. You can't evolve the same turn into a Ludicolo, but it does give you an option. You also have access to the rare candies. You can grab rare candies with your Inteleon lineup, so through Shady Dealings, or with the Shady Dealings on the Inteleon to grab out whatever you need. You also have quick shooting to increase the damage of Blizzard Rondo, so you can kind of get the knockouts however you like them. The deck plays a lot of ways to get some energies in play. So Melanie allows you to accelerate your energy by attaching to one of your V Pokemon from your discard pile. You also have Raihan, so after one of your Pokemon were knocked out, you can attach a basic from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon and search your deck for any card. So really the deck gives you a lot of comeback mechanics, allows you to do a lot more damage, allows you to search out a lot of things with Shady Dealings. You can even do more damage with quick shooting, and of course you have existing draw power with Fleet-Footed. I think this deck kind of is, it looks a little bit messy, but it plays out way nicer than the deck looks on paper, if that makes sense. 2 stage 2s in the same deck obviously screams a little bit like scared. I'm scared to play a deck like this, but after watching it go through a 500 player event at the Chill Series number 46, Gabriel Samedo has given me proof that this deck is amazing. I did call this deck awesome in our post-rotation top 10 list, so we're gonna go ahead and give this deck another whirl. I think this deck's sick, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are going to want to see how it plays out. So let's jump into some gameplay. So our opponent here is calling the coin flip. Again, we want to be going first with this deck, just because we have a lot of moving pieces. We can get those all set up. And, yo, we won the coin flip. Let's get it. Yeah, we would like to go first. Cool. So we got a pretty good start here, actually. We got Suicune, we got an energy. You really can't ask for too much when it comes to this deck, and just getting those things set up so you're able to go Blizzard Rondo pretty much every single turn, the second turn onwards, seems really good here. So, see what our opponent flips up. They got a lot of Pokemon. They probably should have benched everything. We're playing against a Dragapult deck. Cool. So I'm actually just going to go Water Energy, keeping the Capacious Bucket in the deck. I am going to go Level Ball, see what we can grab. I'm going to leave the Lotads at home for later and just go for a Sobble here so we can get set up for next turn. Maybe grabbing a Drizzile, things like that. We want to get those Pokemon out ASAP. Nothing crazy going on here. Before we should attach the energy, we should have done Fleet-Footed. That's another thing, because if we grabbed a Capture Energy, We didn't grab a Capture Energy, that's totally fine, but we would have been able to grab out another Sobble. So don't be like me, use Fleet-Footed in the proper order. Sometimes you'll want to use it first before using the Level Ball, so you have a higher chance to grab a Sobble. Sometimes you're going to want to use it afterwards, so it depends if you're looking for something off of a Level Ball, or if you're looking for something that is not something that's a target from the Level Ball, if that makes any sense. Because you're thinning out potential targets, and you'd have more Sobbles or Level Ballable Pokemon in your deck before you use Level Ball, right? So if you use Fleet-Footed, you have a higher chance of getting a Sobble. That's awesome. If you do not, then you do not. Now, one thing is this deck does not play any kind of stadiums, so we are under Path to the Peak for the game. That's going to stop our Fleet-Footed, so the only Fleet-Footed that we got off is the Fleet-Footed that we just used. And that's fine. That's completely fine. We're going to go Capacious Bucket here, grab another Water Energy. We're actually going to grab 2 Water Energies because we do not need that many more. We could also get a full look through our deck. That's one thing that I did not do on the last search. We want to make sure that we get a good idea of what's going on in here. So we have that. We want to discard one of those Water Energies. The reason why is because we can grab something else out of our deck. And we also have access to Melanie and to Raihan. So those are both going to be really good. Let's go Sobble here. I don't really want to use Marnie on our opponents right now because their hand, they didn't really do anything. They just kind of passed, and we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing 100 damage. 100 damage isn't like crazy, so maybe at this point it might be better for us to go research. I'm fine losing Raihan. I'm actually okay losing this hand. It sucks a little bit, but I'm perfectly okay with it right now. Because if we grab other things like Drizzile or even like extra damage, we can start getting closer to knocking our opponent out. Let's go Blizzard Rondo, and we're just going to go for 120. So we don't have a Lotad down. We're not going to be able to go Rare Candy into a Ludicolo anytime soon. We'll have to see what they have going on. Okay, so they have the Drizzile. The Drizzile is going to allow them to probably play like a Research or something else like that. So far, I think we're like in a relatively okay spot. We just want to get our Pokemon evolved quickly, if possible. That's really all we're looking for, is just getting our Pokemon evolved quickly. But we're a basic deck. They're a VMAX deck. So like we're gonna take 2 prize cards. We could take something off something else. I feel like generally okay. I am gonna go for Capture Energy after I use Melanie because I want a higher chance of getting Pokemon down. So let's go. I just want to double check Melanie attached to one of your Pokemon V. If you do, draw 3 cards. So I want to make sure that I could use it to a bench Pokemon. I always try to double check with those types of cards. I'm going to go Level Ball, search our deck for a Drizzile because we want to start evolving those. So let's go Drizzile, make sure that we can get out another Pokemon. Drizzile, let's go for an Evolution Incense, or maybe we'll go for a Level Ball here. Search our deck for another Drizzile, just because we want to kind of like chain these. And let's go for a Quick Shooting, or let's go for a Quick Ball, sorry, not Quick Shooting, Quick Ball. I'm going to go Quick Ball away this Capacious Bucket. I don't think we really need it. I'm going to go for a Lotad, get that set up so we have options to start attacking our opponent's Pokemon. We're going to go for a Capture Energy, grabbing another Sobble. So we're just building up a board so we could do a lot of damage. Next turn, we could potentially knock out that Dragapult VMAX. And we're going to go for Blizzard Rondo. So Blizzard Rondo now swinging for a lot more damage, 180. So if we get the right combination of cards, we can just go ahead and knock out that Dragapult VMAX after using Enthusiastic Dance, after using Quick Shootings. So we have some kind of options. Now, depending on what they do, they could go Quick Shooting, take away that Lotad. That certainly wouldn't be the best case scenario for us. Maybe we could go ahead and bring up one of their Pokemon, and Boss's Orders knock that out, getting out another Lotad. So these are some things that we got to consider. We could have also grabbed another Lotad there, giving ourselves a little bit more option. But so far, I think we're okay to even just attack into this Dragapult VMAX and getting set up as much as possible. We could also just go Brew Boss's Orders. So depending on what they decide to target down on, if they don't decide to target down on the Lotad, we're going to attempt to go for the knockout because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base damage, 120. 120 plus 3 is going to be 180. We'll see how this goes. Well, that certainly was not what we were looking for. To be, needless to say, it's one of those really kind of awkward hands that we don't particularly have much that we're looking for. So they're going to be knocking out our Sobble, I guess. Yeah, cool. That's fine. Completely fine with us here. We did get another Suicune, so we are not going to be able to get the knockout or anything else like that because our hands just got a little bit dead. But that's fine. We're going to go ahead and grab out this Suicune and try to put ourselves in the best spot possible. Now, they could do 130 and just knock us out. I'm just going to go like Suicune here, attach an energy there. Cape of Toughness here. And I'm going to use this one as the shield. So we're going to go for Blizzard Rondo here. We don't get knocked out, but we're going to go ahead and hit into our opponent. So we can attack them next turn. And hopefully we could wrap this game up. So just really our poor start. We wouldn't be able to go for Inteleon, Rare Candy. Like, we could have gone Inteleon if we could have got it like an Evolution Incense or anything else like that. Shady Dealing, search our deck for a Research, and a Quick Shooting Inteleon with another Evolution Incense. We might have been able to get the Ludicolo line, knock out our opponent. So they should have knocked out our Lotad first and foremost, but it's one of those things where everything else is still fine right now. It's like relatively fine, I guess I should say. They're likely just going to be knocking out Suicune and Lotad, or maybe they're going to go ahead and attack into this Suicune and snipe off something else. Like, I go back and forth on how they're going to play this one out. We're like, again, okay, we're like one turn off from winning this game. Oh, they're going to attack into that Suicune. That's fine. They probably should have attacked into the one that had the energy. Personally, but that's still fine right now-ish. So they're going to go ahead and quick shooting this for 20 damage. They're going to hit this for 130, and then they're going to hit this for 50 for their prize cards. So they're only going to be drawing 2 prize cards this turn. We're just going to retreat this Suicune and attack with this Suicune. That's really our big play here this turn. Oh, they're cool. So they are drawing prize cards. Probably shouldn't have left us any bench space. Might be a little bit of a mistake there. We did get Melanie, so I am going to go ahead and Melanie up this Suicune V. And we do have some kind of options. We have access to going for... we have 3 prize cards left, so I don't think they'll actually be able to knock things out. I'm going to actually just go for Evolution Incense here. I think Evolution Incense. I might just go for the Rare Candy. Or I might just put a cape. We'll see exactly how this goes. Let's go for this Inteleon. Yeah, we'll go for this Inteleon. If we put a cape there, we should be fine with that. If we do have access to cape. We can go cape, scoop up nets. Let's go for a capture energy here. So we are going to go capture energy. No point of us putting anything else down. I am going to go scoop up net here onto this Inteleon, because I don't want them to place any more damage counters. And I am going to... Well, do they play the Zigzagoon? They can go ahead and knock that out and then knock out something else. So we're going to actually just go ahead and grab our game-winning card. Let's go ahead for this. And go for Boss's Orders. Okay, so we can't The scoop up net that we used, we should have used on that Lotad. But our opponent still can't knock this out as far as I'm concerned. I'm trying to think of the best way to grab it. Let's go Suicune, and let's go for kind of an evolution incense. I think that seems fine. Now, they have to draw 3 prize cards. They could bring this up. If they bring this up, they can knock that out. Attach this card, the basic Pokemon this card's attached to. This would give it 60, 110. That would give us 70, 70 on that one. So it's much better for us to go ahead and put this here, because our opponent can't knock out this Suicune here. They might just have Tool Jammer. So I just want to try to force them as much as possible. So let's go like this. Retreat. Discarding those two. I'm debating if I want to play down a Sobble just so we have access to things. Like, they could just go Zigzagoon, Boss. They could go Boss and then hit there. So, I mean, if they have Boss, Tool Jammer, they win the game. If they go 2 damage counters there, that's 60. That makes it, actually, that just makes it that they could win the game anyways. So if they have Boss's orders, they win the game no matter what. Was not thinking about that. So that doesn't even matter because they do have the quick shooting Inteleon. So let's just put the Sobble down anyways. If they have Boss's orders, they win the game. So I wasn't even thinking about the quick shooting. Now more and more that I'm thinking about it, doesn't matter. At this point, then I might as well put out the Lombre. And if they have Boss, they win the game. Cool, whatever. We're going to go for Blizzard Rondo. They have to have Boss Energy, sorry. As far as I'm concerned. So that's fine. We got a little bit off track this game. Just based off of our opponent like Marnieing and pathing us really early. But overall, it did show us what we can do with this deck, so I'm fine with it either way. It would suck to lose this game. But, okay, double quick shooting. Does our opponent have the Boss, though? Because we do have the Boss. Can't tell if they're, like, thinking about it. I'm glad that they did not evolve into the other Inteleon with Shady Dealings. Most decks are just playing one of these. They might be trying to figure out what's the best way for them to be hitting this. They might be able to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would leave this with 40 left. Yeah, they won't be able to get the knockouts. There's 20. There's 20. If they have Boss, they have it. Yo, we're going to be able to win this game. Let's go. Well played to our opponent. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we did have access to the Drizzile, so we're able to go Boss's orders. We could actually probably go, yeah, we'd be going Boss's orders on one of these Pokemon. Yeah, and they're just going to concede the game, but we got there. Let's go. So we lost the flip. That's fine. Our opponent's going first, but maybe we'll be able to get a decent start here. I don't necessarily dislike this, but we're going to go with Sobble and get set up with that. Now, let's see what our opponent flips up here. So we're seeing Sobble versus Sobble. We're going to see a lot of that in our post-rotation metagame. A lot of decks are playing the Inteleon engine. Now, they're playing Zapdos and Sobble. I don't know what their deck is, but I don't know, Zapdos doesn't seem particularly strong in this format, if you ask me. It looks like they're trying to draw some more cards. Maybe that's a good sign that their hand's not the greatest. And it looks like we're now going to see what deck they're actually playing. Okay, so they're playing some kind of Dragapult deck. We're going to hit another Dragapult deck. A lot of these are pretty popular. And they got an energy. Good for them. It seems like they got a pretty good start. Our Path to the Peak is just going to be gone now. But that's okay. We're going to go capture energy here. Look through our deck carefully. We want to grab a Suicune. So there's Lotads, stuff like that. We're absolutely vibing right now. So let's grab that Suicune. Let's put a Lotad down. We can go ahead and grab some more there too. I really don't have an issue with that. So yeah, let's go level ball. Let's go level ball onto grabbing our another Lotad, because we're going to grab a few Sobbles here. I don't want to put water energies at the bottom of my deck. I'm actually just going to go Marnie here. I wish I had a way to discard one of those energies so we could go for Melanie, but we'll see how that goes for next turn. So I like that we have level balls. We have ways to make our hand better, and we're going to go keep calling. Hopefully our opponent didn't really have much going on in their hand, and we're able to just kind of get set up here. So let's go keep calling, grab some of our Sobble friends. You can see that we have Drizziles, all of those cool things. We have access to our Ludicolos, we have access to our rare candies. These are really what we're looking for, is the water energies and Melanie for next turn. We could grab Drizzile grabbing Capacious Buckets, Drizzile grabbing Melanie, Quick Ball away one of those, get set up, and then we could potentially get rare candy Ludicolo. So depending on what our opponent does, we could be in a really good spot. I think the best thing that we want to see here is maybe just going after sending up this Lotad, because we don't need two. I don't think our opponent's going to knock out both. So yeah, let's just send up this. And hopefully they don't put the damage counters on the other one. Or even if they do, it's fine because they didn't get the Zigzagoon. Probably just going to put them on the Sobble with the energy. And they're probably thinking about it. Maybe they're like, oh, I want to power up and attack with, what's it called? Those are both energies. They might want to hit the Suicune. Oh, they're just spreading it across the board. Got it. And putting 2 on that one for some reason. Cool. Let's send up Suicune. If we get another level ball, I'd feel a lot better here. We did get a water energy, so we can go for Melanie and rare candy. So you want to what? Let's go Drizzile first. I think that's going to be really important. So let's go Drizzile. Drizzile's going to go ahead and grab a Melanie. So let's evolve this one first. And we're going to go Drizzile goes ahead and grabs a Melanie. I'm going to go Quick Ball away the water energy. So we top deck the water energy. That doesn't, it means we no longer need a Capacious Bucket. I'm going to grab a Suicune here. And we're going to go ahead and go Capture Energy. Actually, I shouldn't have grabbed that. I should have grabbed the Sobble. And I should have then put down the Suicune with Capture Energy. So we're going to go level ball either way. Search our deck for a Drizzile. Let's go Capture Energy here. We're just going to grab... Okay, we have another Suicune. That's fine. We'll grab the Suicune. We're just trying to thin out our deck, because if we get one of these pieces, we're in a really good spot. So let's go Melanie. And when I say grab one of these pieces, we have the rare candy now, and we have the evolution incense. So we could actually do the 120 necessary in order to make things happen. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to be one short, but we can quick shooting and Teleon knock this Pokemon out the next turn. So let's go ahead and go Evolution Incense. We're going to grab our Ludicolo. Rare Candy here. Use Enthusiastic Dance. Lots of damage. Yeah, we want to do 100 more damage. We're going to go Drizzile here. Drizzile grabbing another Drizzile, because we want to keep those Evolution Incenses. So let's go Level Ball, search our deck for another Drizzile. We're going to grab an Evolution Incense for next turn. This also protects our Sobbles, now since they're Drizziles, from getting knocked out from Max Phantom. We're going to grab an Evolution Incense. And let's go ahead and go for Blizzard Rondo. It's going to do 300 damage if my math is correct. So a little bit short of the knockout, but we can quick shooting knock out this Dragapult and then knock out one of their Pokemon the following turn. So kind of gives us this bonus turn, and maybe we'll be able to knock out their Dragapult that they have on the bench. We'd be a little bit close to knocking it out, but we'll see how it happens. So we might be able to wipe their board out, and we're really showing how the Ludicolo is doing that extra damage here. So they're probably just going to go Max Phantom, put the 50 on either another Suicune or something else like that, but we should be in a really good spot here. We could also maybe get a Boss's Orders out and knock this out. Yeah, they're just going to concede because we got it, but sick, we take those. And that's what we got going on with our Suicune Ludicolo deck here. I mean, I think this deck is absolutely sick. And again, Gabriel Samedo did win that massive tournament with it. So shout out to them for coming up with this list. I mean, the concept's been out since pre-rotation, but now seeing how a post-rotation list works, I like playing Inteleon and Ludicolo. So really pushing the boundaries of this deck. Awesome job, awesome deck, awesome gameplay, great stuff all around. The list is in the description, so feel free to copy and paste that again into PTCGO. Give this video a like, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and, you know, leave me a nice little comment letting me know what you want to talk about, decks you want to see in the future, all that great stuff. Catch up with all y'all later. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night. Peace. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's become a channel member. It's one of those things where I appreciate every single person who watches my videos, and I mean, that's really where it counts, but for the channel members, they've gone out of their way to financially support me, and I truly appreciate that gesture. It's one of those things when I started channel memberships up on my channel, and I just didn't know if anyone was ever going to do it, so I truly appreciate everyone taking the plunge, taking a leap of trust, and investing in me as a content creator. Truly makes a difference for me each and every month. If you haven't already thought about becoming a channel member, you might want to contribute to the channel, and I do put everything back into the channel to make it the best possible place to watch for Pokemon TCG content. Again, I truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.